How's it going, guys? My name is Ishan, and in this video we're going to be talking about why NIO stock is set to explode, but not for the reasons you might think. And along with that, we're going to be covering my price target and an in-depth technical analysis at the end. So if you appreciate these short and value-packed videos, make sure to drop a quick sub and let's clock in. Real quick, if you want to help support the channel and learn something new like technical analysis and how I found stocks like Domo and 8x8 that have provided insane returns, make sure to check out genztraders.com, link down below. So anyways, back to NIO. NIO Day is right around the corner, and while I previously made a video covering it, since we're right around the corner from it, I wanted to cover some new thoughts I've had about it and some new things to be watching out for that no one is talking about. So the event will be held on January 9th, 2021, so book your calendars, because last year their stock went from $2 a share up 50% the next day, and this was because they released their new ES8, which is seeing insane growth right now and really marked a shift in their business. Along with that, they had introduced a new battery, and most importantly, their battery as a service business, which will really revolutionize the car industry. Now, the very first thing I'm most interested in, which I actually believe will be the biggest thing for their growth going forward, is their overall expansion plans. And this is something many people are skipping over, and there are two things in specific with their expansion. The first is their expansion within China. So in China, overall sales have been going really strong. November deliveries were yet again above 5,000, setting another monthly record, and it's highly likely that this company is producing 150,000 cars by the end of 2021. Along with their battery swapping stations that have been a massive hit in China, and now recently they've signed a huge deal by using their government connections to construct 100 battery charging and swapping stations nationwide in 2021. That is huge, and as I've mentioned numerous times about NIO, the one thing that stood out to me about them from other Chinese EV companies is their willingness to spend money and reinvest back into their business. While everyone thought that they were wasting money creating NIO houses, NIO spaces, and stations, their CEO, kind of like Elon Musk, has been a visionary and thinking about the future. He realized that the company needed to stand out from the competition, and that's why I strongly believe NIO will continue to dominate China and continue expansion. And so at NIO Day, what I'm expecting is more updates as to how many stations they plan to build and production targets, which could be even more than the 150,000 we were told. And I really wouldn't be surprised if that were actually true. And then the second part of their expansion is their expansion outside China, specifically in Europe. It's been their CEO's dream for a long time to take NIO global, and they're targeting initial exports for mid-2021, and hiring for more people to deal with exports has surged according to Chinese reports, with a potential first NIO house in Copenhagen. The Chinese competition is heating up, and if NIO can diversify right now, it will definitely put them in a position to succeed long term. So a plan on their expansion with clear timelines is something very likely to come out of the event, which will be huge. Now let's talk about the second thing that no one is talking about in their event that will probably be the biggest thing to come out of it, and that is their second gen battery swapping stations. They already have 143 stations across 50 cities in China, and as I've mentioned, are partnering with the Chinese government to build another 100. However, they're also planning to deploy more than 300 second generation battery swapping stations in China next year, according to the company's co-founder and president Qin Li Hong. And in early September, their CEO said the company was now developing a second generation battery swapping station that is much more efficient than the current one. This is massive news. What this means is, first of all, it makes the company more profitable because there's less cost of operating these swapping stations. But second, by making them more efficient, I would not be surprised if down the line other car manufacturers who also implement battery swapping stations partner with NIO to use their battery swapping stations. I believe especially if a company like Apple comes out with a car, it's probably going to have battery swapping. Those are just my thoughts, but as we can see with NIO's battery swapping success, and at the same time allows them to stay qualified for EV incentives from the government, I don't see why other car manufacturers won't implement the other features, and then by partnering with NIO, that means even more revenue for them. In fact, analysts pointed out that the battery swapping market can reach 90 billion yuan or 13.7 billion US dollars. So it will be really interesting to see if NIO talks about their new swapping tech, whether it has higher replacement times and how much it will continue to save them. Now the last and final thing, which is actually also very crucial to watch for, is self-driving updates in their new cars to be launched. NIO has had a partnership with Intel's Mobileye for over a year now, and they even had their own self-driving team which they scrapped during the March turmoil, but recent reports suggest huge news ahead for their self-driving. Reports last month said that NIO has relaunched its homegrown level 4 self-driving technology research and development project, which enables fully autonomous driving. In level 4, a human driver is needed, but the car does all the driving itself. This is a step below level 5 where the car does all the driving and the humans are simply just passengers. To give you a rough idea, Tesla only has level 2 self-driving in place, even though Elon has been promising level 5 for years. And so in October, they began working on their own self-driving chips, and this project is being led by the CEO himself. And if that's the case, then it means they're really taking this seriously and pushing for major breakthroughs. This ramps up and strengthens their advantages in homegrown technology and allows them to become more vertically integrated and less reliant on partners like Mobileye. And much of that can be unveiled at NIO Day with possible demos, videos, and even in the new 2 sedans that they're expecting to launch. And so this would be a great opportunity for them to launch new sedans, which will be huge hits by the way, and then also make a statement with potential level 4 self-driving coming soon. Everyone is trying to be first, and if NIO can pull it off or at least offer a rough timeline with updates showing potential in their self-driving technology, that would be insane. Like, the stock would just go crazy. They've been hiring a lot with 30 job listings in the US, and it just makes sense. Self-driving is something every car manufacturer is working on, and NIO must be able to keep up. So this is probably one of the biggest things to watch for. Now as for my price target, I believe the stock could head well over $60 and all-time highs after the event if NIO really blows us away as we're anticipating. There's a lot more stuff, including new sedans and coming out with new potential much larger batteries, as I talked about in my previous video, so I'm personally looking to add on any significant dips before the event. As for a quick technical analysis, we've been holding the $41 level as support, which is really good sign, and we're also starting to form higher highs and higher lows, indicating that we're now starting to reverse direction and go back up. We have resistance at the $50 level, and if we can get a good solid break thanks to, let's say, NIO Day, this is going to cause a huge short squeeze and push the stock potentially to all-time highs. So guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and check out genztraders.com, link down below if you want to learn something new and support the channel. With that being said, also let me know down below what you guys think about NIO stock, what are your expectations for NIO Day, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, clocking out for now. Peace.